I want to go back to something you said earlier, because a lot of the people that are watching or listening to this podcast are emerging founders such as yourself, that they're just getting started or they're just getting into franchising. And I think it's important to refer back to that broker comment to you, to say, you know, you need 5 corporate locations before I'll talk to you. That's not necessarily true, first of all. And it all depends on who you talk to. And there's a lot of different broker groups or consulting groups, whatever you want to call them. But I would say that that's not necessarily accurate. What you need to do, of course, is making sure that you've got your company on location so that you're cash flowing well, and you've ironed out some of these things, such as the footprint and location, and knowing proving that the right demographics, so that when you start opening franchise locations, that you know that demographic really works because you've proven it in Norwood, you've proven it in Franklin, or maybe not. Maybe it's opening a 3rd location in a little different market. So that's going to open up to you when you do franchise to know, this franchisee in this particular location that has the same demographics as a Norwood or Franklin, or maybe even a 3rd location. And it just gets you to kind of keep refining your system in place. And of course, doesn't hurt to cash flow, because nobody wants to have the stress of trying to sell franchises to keeping the lights on. And by you having these company-owned locations, my point is that having these corporate locations, it's not about getting a broker group to work with you. This is helping your franchisees in the future succeed even quicker, because you're learning new skill sets by having these multiple company locations. So I think it's great.
Definitely. Yeah. To be honest, when that person said that to me, I had that shock at first. And then I was like, all right, I'll open locations. That's not a big deal for me. It's the most exciting time for me is opening it. I love building. I love the construction. I love the whole stress of making it from nothing to look beautiful. That's my favorite part. Then afterwards, I did encounter some brokers that were willing to work with me. But just like you said, we need capital. I need capital, because these brokers, they have like X amount of money per month plus a percentage of my fee. And right now, because I don't have money being generated from the franchise, I can't afford these people. I need all the money I can get. So I decided I'm not going to work with a broker. And I'll tell you, IFA was amazing to encourage me, because I found so many founders that were like, you don't need to work with a broker. You can sell it by yourself.
I was going to say that too. I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah. So I decided that I will be the best seller for Maha Juice there is. There it is. I will learn. I will do what I have to do. It's not impossible.
No, I know you can do it. And personally, this is just my opinion, but nobody can sell a franchise better than the founder. Nobody. And people buy from people. People buy from your story. And you have a really compelling story, and I'm sure you have a great product. And look, if at the end of the day, if you want to open 5 corporate locations because it's important to you and you love it, and it's what gives you energy, and you love that whole, the stress, as you called it, of opening, then you should absolutely do it. And I love that you're doing this because it really excites you, not because some broker told you that you need to open 5. So congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, let's talk about where, strategically, let's get into a little bit about franchising. So have you thought about like who would be your ideal franchise owner? Is it somebody that works in the business, or are you open to somebody that would buy a Maha Juice bar and hire somebody to manage it? Who do you think is your buyer?
So we are a transformational company. We lead transformational leaders. We're not just here to sell and make money. We want people with integrity, personality, because we deliver our promise, which is for the customers to come in, have an experience, a good time, know that they're going in to be in a good mood, because we're serving good food for them, real food for real people.
Right.
It's not about just the money. It's not just about the product. It's about recruiting an army to make transformation in every community. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for somebody that knows how to operate a restaurant already.
Okay.
I can teach you all that. I have the systems. I created it all. I made it easy. It's all chewed up. All you have to do is do what I tell you to do. But what I
love that. That's like the standard founder comment. I'm laughing because I said the same thing. Just do what I told you to do.
Well, yeah. I mean, I need people who are committed.
Right.
They have a personality.
Sure.
They're reliable. They can communicate,
Right.
and they want to be the face of the brand in their own store, because that's what people look for. It's for that person that they can go into the store and see and know that they're seeing beautiful people from inside out.
Right, right. You're not looking for just somebody with money that's hiring people and hiring managers, but you really want somebody to be part of their community and be that front-facing person.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, that's great. Have you thought about if location-wise, are you trying to stay predominantly in the Northeast to start out, or are you open to opening around the country? What are your thoughts on that?
Right now, I am looking for New England first, just because I want to be able to give 100% of support to everybody that opens. Maybe venture into a corporate location in Florida. That is a dream. I really, really want to be there, because that's where I will retire one day. So I want a corporate
like every good Northeasterner, I'm going to retire to Florida one day.
Yep. I was raised in Brazil, but my heart is Bostonian, so I can't, I'll be a snowbird.
There you go. That's fine. Good for you. Well, Tampa would be a great market, by the way. I'm just saying, if you're going to do Florida. I love that.
Tampa it's on my list.
It is a great city. I love the Tampa Bay area so much. I've been here for 28 years. What's the investment range of a Maha Juice bar?
So the investment can go from $296 to $451.
Okay.
Which is not high for a restaurant. It's a very easy layout. So it's more of equipment. So it's not like you need big things to operate. You just need a functional place to store your stuff, refrigeration, freezers, and we do need a hood. So that's pretty much it.
Thank you for tuning into the Emerging Franchise Brands podcast. For additional insights, guest applications, and to stay connected, visit us at efbpodcast.com. The Emerging Franchise Brands podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed do not necessarily represent those of Emerging Franchise Brands, its host Frank Fiume, or Emerging Franchise Group, LLC. Any discussed franchise or investment opportunity requires thorough investigation, obtaining proper disclosure documents, and expert consultation before making any investment decisions. The podcast and its host do not offer professional advice or endorsements, and they hold no responsibility for actions, representations, accuracy, or consequential damages related to the podcast content.